Steven Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be...
So we had 5 on the dime, 2 on some gas. Couldn't get no hoe, we didn't have no cash. But still we was alive, so still we was glad. Cause that's all we had.
Out to the 25-yard line. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go down at the 28. So that throw good for 4. His second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 26 yards. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin the drive on the ground at 20. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, 76 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
My calico been top. This rap average top, drop top notch. When it won't stop. This instant, rappers too persistent. Think this big, biggie ain't no shit. Make my name taste like ass when you speak it. See me in the future jewelry, you can keep it. Let me out of your secret, see me. Be up there, I'm up there.
First down, here's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Fuck that beef shit, that shit is played out. Y'all got to go. All I make is one phone call. All y'all disappear by tomorrow. All your guns is borrow. I don't feel sorrow. Actually, your man passed the gap to me. I check this.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Cousins now on second down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
But they'll take the start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Bob is a very, very fickle man.
Shot at the rest of them, was about 100 or more. Maybe less of them, got my rocks on. A nigga from the brook just be
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
What I do to y'all, it's obvious the game's new to y'all. Take the ends you make.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
Go to sleep. Sleep is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Sleep is when I see you. Guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time, what's beef? Sleep is when you make your enemies start to
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
There be nothing but smooth sailing. When I spit shots, got your crews bailing. All I got is keep me talking.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As you watch that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And that just enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with a give to White, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is big defensive move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
I know you can feel the magic, baby. Turn motherfucking lights down. Let's go. What up? What up, homie? I mean, this is what you expected, ain't it? Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
You gotta take your time making nigga wait on this motherfucker. Making nigga mad and shit like niggas used to just start rapping after 4 bars, nigga go in.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Never imagined all the disaster that one could bring, should blame the game, and I could. This killer be killed, I could hide refrain, forever be a deadness, never a good thing. So the pressure for success can put a good strain on when you call best, and yes, it could bring but the worst of that.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Then you mix things like cause, fury, and this thing, jealousy, ego, and pride, and this brings it all to a head like a coin. Chain, the root of evil strikes again. This could sting. Now the team got beat between the post and the point. This puts the ring in jeopardy. And tackling like the black Republican money I got coming in. Can't turn my back on the hood. I got love for them. Can't clean my act good. Too much thugging them.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Taking over the government. Can't turn my back on the hood. Too much love for them. Can't clean my act for good. Too much thugging them. Probably in the back of the hood. I'm like fucking dead.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Try to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on the
best.
gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Keep coming in. Can't turn my back on the hood. I got love for them. Can't clean my act for good. Too much thugging them. Probably in the back of the hood. I feel like
2nd down, Cousins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This one from 35 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front.
They treating me like he the universe. Abusing the power, that's how you do your You took the shoe before they shoot the hardest. I'm about to prove I got the truth behind us. Oh yes, with the chef in it. I'll be jumping out, drop with the tech in it. Try me that shit, I flood the ones and put the gas in it. Pull up in the block like the stuff, then they got back.
Goskowski for the point after. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Extra point try for Goskowski. Goskowski the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Goskowski now out to kick it away. Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. A second down throw for Cousins. Outside caught by Diggs. And they were just well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Again, it's Cousins.
Hey.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Cousins again, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
it is. Of course your girls ain't all whips, knew it in there. We only fight arguments, wait, do it in there. Even down to the ice, look what it is.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Wayne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. The final shot before half for Brady. Room to run past midfield. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run with White. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Brady.
Just threw it.
Nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66, and Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
And when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play, but to me it's more the experience. The number of times that the in the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
It's breaking news.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Yeah, I hear you.
Throwing now is Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
But that came out of the dark.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right.
Well,
finally works his way open. It's complete.
Position.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
So you ain't got to
read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Sound good to me. It sounded nice.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
The jagged edge version.
Set Set to go now
slugs.
with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild.
I mean, you ain't far from it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen.
That works for everything. I put that on my head.
They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let it go.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And Diggs has it. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Man, it'll grow back.
Throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive.
Oh, there we go, kid. Come on, get up, 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 get up. Oh, my bad.
A touchdown.
I get into it on this man. I get into it.
The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through.
Yeah.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
But my coworkers kept making fun of me every day. And then before.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The wedding when we was back there
That'll be taken
in the locker room, that's what we called it, the locker room.
Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That boy Brian kept a picture of my hair, dog. That boy say, hold on, B. Jones. He say, hold on, Jones. And he was going around showing a picture and showing me what the fuck they laughing at, man.
I like that.
And then I'm talking about everybody was in that house dying laughing. They was in that dying laughing. So when I got the phone, I was like, you a hoe, dog. You a hoe. I say, bro, we holding on to pictures.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown.
Wow.
Here's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw.
Hey.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
You're in there working hard, so you sweating and everything.
Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice
around,
into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
That's why I can't get my package on time. I be like, damn, man, I ordered this shit like 2 months ago, dog.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, twisting away. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. And you know all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
That's all I do.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And another timeout called by the Vikings.
Like, oh, y'all working?
As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
But like,
New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far.
Okay.
This is 3rd and 11.
You know what I'm saying?
Back to throw, Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting their...
Now they want to quit on me and shit. Come on, it's 28 seconds left, man. Give me my stats.